Okay, hello there YouTube people. I have been looking at the JW.org website. Maybe you have heard of it, maybe you have seen it. And there's a lot of interesting things on the JW.org website. And I want to talk about their FAQ, their frequently asked questions, because there is some trickery going on the JW.org FAQ. JW.org FAQ trickery is in session. Now, let me give you an example of this. I'm going to read this to you. A question on their FAQ is, do you feel that you are the only people who will be saved? Good question. I've heard that. I've heard that you Jehovah's Witnesses, you guys think you're the only ones that are going to be saved, right? And that billions of people are going to die, right? Well, you see, we all know that that's what they teach and that's what they believe. But oh no, they can't say that. They can't come out and say that because that's politically incorrect. It's judgmental and we can't say that. They can't just give the unvarnished truth. Jehovah's Witnesses go door to door all the time and they look at nice houses on a certain nice part of town and they talk about who's going to get which house after you're dead and gone. After the animals have fed on your flesh, or the birds have, and they've drug your old carcass away and gotten rid of it. Well, again, here's the FAQ. It asks, do you feel that you're the only people who will be saved? And then here's the response. The Watchtower says, no. Many millions who lived in centuries past and who weren't Jehovah's Witnesses will have an opportunity for salvation. The Bible explains that in God's promised new world, there is going to be a resurrection of both the righteous and the unrighteous. Oh, wow, that's so wonderful. That's such good news. There's going to be, so it's not just going to be Jehovah's Witnesses. But let's think about what they said. And they actually go on. There's a little bit more. Additionally, many now living may yet begin to serve God. Okay, serve God is loaded language. We'll talk about that in a minute. And they too will gain salvation by going to the Kingdom Hall, by doing everything the Watchtower says. In any case, it's not our job to judge. That's the sign for judge. Who will or won't be saved. That assignment rests squarely in Jesus' hands. See, so they give this non-judgmental, this new agey answer, this new age answer. Do you feel that you are the only people who will be saved? Jehovah's Witnesses? Jehovah's Christian Witnesses? Oh, no, lots of other people are going to be saved. But you see, what they're not saying is blaringly loud. What they're not saying is that you can only be saved if you're an active Jehovah's Witness. What they're not saying is you can only be saved if you die and get resurrected. You see, then it's okay. Then maybe you have a chance. Isn't that nutty? Isn't that nutty? There was a family member that passed away, of mine some years ago. And somebody comes up to me and says, well, I'm sorry that, you lost your family member. But at least now they have a chance of the resurrection. And they were trying to console me or something. But see, what that means is witnesses, they all think this way. They all believe this way, whether it's on JW.org or not. They all think this way that, okay, your worldly relative, your worldly friends, your worldly people, the only way they'll have a chance to be in the paradise and have their pet panda bear that they can stroke and caress while they sip lemonade in a hammock. The only way is if you die before the big A. The big A, God's justice at Armageddon. Because if you make it to Armageddon and you're not a card-carrying JW, well, then you're dead. You're bird food, right? The rooster and the crow and the lark and the sparrow and the pelican. You see, they'll eat you up and you'll die. So JW.org, it's a perfect example of their FAQ trickery, their prevarication. They're not telling the whole truth. So what they hope will happen is some casual person will say, I wonder about those Jehovah's Witnesses, you know? It was funny the other day, and I found those magazines stuck in my door. I'm going to type in and I'm going to look them up. They go to JW.org, and they look at this fact, and they say, wow, that, I had heard things about them that wasn't true, but now I know that they're not as judgmental as I thought they were. Wrong. They are, friends. They are. You know it. I know it. More people need to know it. Spread the word. Do what you can. Share this video. Send it to a friend. Email it to everyone in your JW list or one of the other ones out there. There's a lot of great YouTubers. I'm not the only one by any means. I'm certainly not the best one. JW.org fact trickery. I think I might do more of these. Yeah, I like this.
The order is rapidly fading, for the times they are a-changing.